Happy New Year! As our first video of 2025, let's go through everything that I made in 2024. I am filming this in 2024. This is the 31st and I need to leave. I have no time. I'm supposed to be on a car driving to my friend's house. That is 2 hours away. If I seem a bit rushed, it's because I am. But I do want to go through everything that I made this year. It's a nice thing to do as a creative, as someone who makes clothing, makes anything. It's nice to go through everything that I made this year. I have everything right here, very neatly packed. You can be mad at the fact that I'm not treating them with love. So let's go chronologically. The very first thing that I did this year was this vest. I had a commission and I suggested him do an intarsia in this style. So there are only 2 yarns, but there are more than 2 colors here because I mixed some of the yarns together. I separated a bunch of yarn that I just had, yarn that I didn't care for, to show the sample to my client. I separated way too much yarn, and then I just was left with a bunch of yarn after I did the sample and showed it to the person. And then I just decided to make something with all the yarn, and I did this. I actually quite like it. So the one thing about it is the color. It's not my favorite like go-to color combination. It is one of the pieces that I wore the most out, I guess, out of this year. So that's interesting. Let me show it to you. Yeah, this is it. My second design is this here. This was a fail. And I so want to go back to this because I love the idea. I don't think it's like uber original, but I don't think I've seen it like this on knits like this. It's basically a heart cut out on a knit, but it's not a cutout. I actually had to mathematically make this heart. I had to like cast off in the middle and then just do one side and then do the other and then join here and then start with like a random piece here and then go up. And I actually did add some wire on it. So I love the idea, but I made it on a rush. I just never really calculate for stretching of the fabric on the machine. The heart turned out extremely big, as you can see. Overall thing was too long, and I just wanted to, this is so shameful, but I just wanted to make a little video for Valentine's Day with it. And it was so long, like the cutout was too big and it was so long, so I actually ended up just like sewing very badly. I think I cut it or something. Like this is such a bad sewing job. I think I actually cut it, so shame on me. So let's try it on, see how it looks. I mean, I'm sure there is a market for it. Oh my god, look at the back. Yeah, it's not it, but I like the idea of adding the wire. I like the overstitching. Oh my god, I'm so this is not it. It was supposed to be a cute little dainty heart like right here. And I take pride on my mathematics. I love the pink with the orange. I love the idea. I'm just so pissed that it turned out so bad. And then I didn't make it again because I wanted it to be like a Valentine's themed something, and when I finished it, it was Valentine's Day, so I posted it, but I'm kind of ashamed of it because it's not good at all. Okay, for the third item, we have a sleeve. Whenever I just want to make something and I don't know what to make, I make one of these. A sweater, but it's cropped because it's just like I do it on one go. I start on one sleeve, I go all the way here, I open it for the body, I open a hole, I close the hole, I close the body, and I make the other sleeves all one go. And sometimes it ends up really, really good. I have 2 of these that I wear all the time, my pink one and my white one with little beads. But then sometimes I want to make them like snug, like this one, and they don't turn out good. Oh, this is a knitting machine. I forgot to say. Everything so far is a knitting machine project. And this one I didn't do anything on the cuffs, but I did do a 1-to-1 rib here on the bottom. No, this is not a 1-to-1 rib. This is just it's just a folded over hem actually. I skipped every other needle to use it as if it was like a chunky yarn machine. but I don't know how to do that properly. Like, I don't know how to calculate for that. It ends up that it makes a fabric that is not as stretchy, so it's not really that easy to put on. Once it's on, like right now, it's fine, but I don't know, I'd have to think about how to style it, but it's not bad, just all right, you know. So numbers 4, 5, and 6, I made them to be worn together. First we have the skirt. This is 1 out of 2 sewing projects that I did this year, which is sad because I do like sewing. I just didn't do it this year, so that's sad. This is a handkerchief skirt that I did with a bunch of lace. It's 2 different fabrics. I did struggle to make it, trying to make them on a rush as well, but they're really nice. I always forget whenever I do waistbands like this to calculate the waistband for the hip and then the elastic for the waist. So it's a little bit snug to put it on, but once it's in, it's completely fine. This is very flowy and breezy. And then to go together, I did a crochet top. I did the cups to be worn sideways. I really like the idea of sideways cup, and I just hated it. I hated how it looked on my body so much that I frogged the whole thing and I used the cups to make it more upright, like this. So now I think this fits me very beautifully. It does show off the girls, I think, in a pretty way. I did use a little fabric on the inside. I hand stitched it in so that it has full coverage. My big thing with this specific little thing here is that I made a video showing me making this crochet top. The whole thing about the video is that I made a top, it was ugly, so I unraveled the crochet top and remade it, and I made a little video showing all of these steps because that's what I did, that's what happened. And it's like just showing that even though I made it, if I'm not going to use it when it's in a way, I just need to undo it and make it in a way that I'm actually going to wear. For me, it's a pretty standard video for the crochet community, the DIY community, I guess. So I made my little videos. I posted them on Instagram, TikTok, and Shorts. And on Instagram, it got a decent amount of views because my Instagram is where people interact the most with me. On TikTok, it didn't get any views because TikTok hates me. And on Shorts, this silly little video about me making a crochet top that looks bad, unraveling the crochet top, and then redoing it so that it fits me. That video is at 14 million views. And you might be looking at this little top. I'll put it on in just a second. And you might be thinking, what the fuck? Why does this have 14 million views? And I just have one thing to say. Men are illiterate. Because what happened is that the title of my video on Shorts is Unraveling My Crochet Top. But YouTube cuts the titles. So the title became, for a lot of people, Unraveling My Crotch. But not Unraveling My Crotch. Unraveling My CROCH. That's not crotch. That's the beginning of the word crochet. But the guys, they read it as crotch and they went to watch the video because I don't know, I don't know what they thought they were gonna see, but they saw me making my crochet top. A lot of them were confused. A lot of them were mad. A lot of them liked what they saw. I was asked for, a lot of different kinds of social medias that I don't have. Like, they were all very confused as to why they were receiving that video in their recommendation because it went viral in the male side of YouTube, I guess. All because they don't know how to read. And I kept doubting myself because English is not my first language. So I was like, did I write it wrong? Am I the problem? Did I bait this man into watching my crochet video? And I didn't. They baited themselves because they don't know how to read. Okay? Anyway, I needed to have that said because it was a wild moment in my social media history because I had never gotten so many messages. It also fucked up with my analytics because I got so many subscribers from that video that do not care about my content. Anyway, also with these two things, I made this. This is another sleeve, just like the one that I just showed you, but in green with gold. And I did the same mistake. I skipped every other needle. I don't know why, because I am stupid. Look at how thin this is. I even think it shrunk a little bit as well. This is extremely hard to put on, and I made it to wear underneath this. Okay, girls, this is it. So I know, okay? Like, you look at it, it's a bit chesty. It's not for everyone. I know some of y'all don't like it, which I understand. I personally like it. I walked in Barcelona with it like this. I was very, very free. I wore this top a lot with like a cargo green skirt that I have. It matches a lot more this green yarn. I added the beads. I made this like kind of free form little squiggly bit in the bottom. And yeah, the back is just like this. This is how the back looks. This skirt is amazing. I love this skirt. It does this. I don't often wear it just because, I don't know, I don't go out that much. I do have to put it on via the top of my body, not the bottom. But once it's on, it's fine. It's great. There is one of the points of the skirt that is dragging a bit on the floor, but we don't talk about that. And this is it. Let me try it on with the green thingy. I somehow twisted my bralette, and this was so incredibly hard to put on. I'm not doing it again. This one is a little bit of a fail. I think it shrunk a little bit on the wash. I'm not gonna lie. It's cotton. I didn't calculate it. I did it on the whim. I have worn it as layering, but it's just so annoying to put on because it's so snug. It doesn't stretch. So not that good. And I'll have a photo of the whole complete look right here right now because I don't want to put it on again. This is it. It might be cheating to include this because it's fully not finished. It's a mock-up, okay? But it's my only other sewing project this year, and I feel bad that I didn't sew. So this is the mock-up for my Irish lace crochet jacket. A fine little jacket thing with a hood. So like I can completely, totally wear it, and it's amazing. It's so cozy. I had this fabric in my like stash for so long, so I just need to hem it and decide on a sleeve. So yeah, this is it. So my next project is my pride and joy. This is the only reason that I'm okay with having done not so many things this year, because this took me a whole month to make. And it was a journey, and I loved it. Let's try it on. I don't have too many words. I just love it. I spent way too much time doing it. It took me a month to make. I think another month or more to like make the videos. I made a stop motion video of the process. This was inspired by Lucy Lace, mother-daughter duo brand. I learned a new technique to make this, which is Irish lace crochet. I learned all of these motifs to make this project. I'm so proud. I loved learning it. I love that I have this knowledge now. I could make another thing like that. I know that I would have to charge too many monies if someone ordered it. Sometimes you know you can make something, but you have never done it before, and like someone like wants it, and you charge, and you don't charge enough because you've never made it before, so you don't know how much it's going to be. Sometimes that happens. I will probably never make one of these again, let's be real, but I just know that it's a lot of work. With this, I also have, this is not like a full garment obviously, but I have a lot of these motifs. I just kept them on my mannequin for a little while in my atelier, but I took them out recently to use the mannequin, and I think these are enough for like either a mini skirt or a top. Probably a top is just smarter to do a top, because I made these to practice and to learn the technique, learn the different ways of joining them. I also do have these, which I just didn't finish I made them as headphone covers. I actually have a video on how to make them. If your headphones look like this, you can make a little cover, put them on like this. I find it useful. I was making a different one just so that it would go with more of my outfits, but I kind of stopped using this headphones, so I just never finished that because I never really needed it. This one I made for my mom. It's a machine knitted cardigan that says I love crochet, because my mom does in fact love crochet and she crochets all the time. The problem is that it's a cardigan. I need to stop and make a proper cardigan before I decide to make cardigans with like drawings and intarsias and jacquards, because whenever it comes to the ribbing, I am always just so fed up with the project that I just want to finish it as soon as possible. And it's my weakness. This ribbing is my weakness. Look at it. Look at it. It doesn't look good. I have to fix it. My mom wants me to fix it and I will fix it. I need to just like stop and see how to do this like very, very long, bigger than the machine ribbings for cardigans, because I never do cardigans because of this, the ribbing, like the final ribbing. And I guess I should make it by hand, but I feel like there is a way to do it in the machine. Just maybe fully attach it by hand. I don't know. I have to think about that. But this is something that I made for Mother's Day for my mom. Next, we have my Brat summer outfit. This is my Brat mini dress. 360. There's a singer. Her name's Charlie XCX, and she released a killer album this year. It was really an era. It's really interesting. I did the dance, like the I think the apple's riding right to the car from mother. I did all of that. I loved it. I made a little dress to be on trend. You know, I like to be on trend. I just had this like lime brat green yarn. I think this was like one of my first ever yarns that I bought to learn the machine, like a very bad acrylic. And I made it with this black fuzzy yarn. I don't love it that much. It's too short, so I cannot really wear it as a dress. I can wear it with like a black skirt on top. It looks nice. It's just that I never really go to in a place that would, you know, that I would be in at home with a brat outfit. I like that I have it. I like that it's a possibility to dress like this. Okay, I showed you a pile of things and it wasn't everything. I don't know what number we're in anymore, but I did do the Taylor Swift dress. If you don't know what we're talking about, one day Taylor Swift, the singer, went out with her hot boyfriend and she was wearing a mini dress, a crochet mini dress that is in this overall fashion. And everyone was making it and I wanted to be part of the crew, part of the crowd. So I made it as well. It took me 3 days. And I made it wrong. I made it too long. So whenever I wear it out, I need to put a little belt and wear it like this. Like, I like this vibe. Obviously, I wanted to copy the original. Failed because I made it too long. Some people like the long one with a little heel. It does look fancy. I just make things too long or too short. I never make things right. The next thing that I have is a crocheted item. Lovely little top. This is the Victoria top by Stitched with Emma. This was my first time testing a pattern. It looks super cute. There are this like very cute little details here, and there's this lovely little lace that she had the tutorial for. Oh, there's the lace here in the sleeves as well. So this is it. Now, her original design has a little bit of a taller neckline. I think hers goes around here. It's also a made to measure, and so it's like up to the person. And I wanted to make it quite low because I want to make another top, like a crochet top similar to this one, but with more coverage and to like go with it. So I'm like, I have two to go together, you know, two little outfits, 2 crochet pieces. I have started on the top, but I have not really progressed them. But this is it. This was my first time testing a pattern, and it was really nice. I really like the community aspect of it. Like, everyone's in a group and we're all doing the same thing. It was really nice to be a part of this. The next thing that I did was a machine knitted intarsia top, like vest, and I don't have it with me because it was a gift. And I made it for my cycling teacher. She is obsessed with beetroot powder as a pre-workout. So I made the vest, and the drawing in front of it is a beetroot riding a bicycle, and it says ride to the beat, because she's a cycling teacher in one of those studios that like you do your spinning with the music in the dark with like the club lighting. So it was like it was supposed to be like a funny gift. It took me a long time, but I love doing big intarsia projects, and I look at the result and it's so nice. So that's something that I did, but I don't have it with. Also, she said she's going to frame it, so I could have done just a drawing instead of doing the whole vest, because then I had to do the back side and the hem and everything. But I do make clothing, so. And then I made socks. There's an order to them. First I made these ones. They are Halloween themed, so they have a little cat in the front. Also, still for kind of Halloween, I made my Jack and Sally intarsia socks. So I have the Jack and Sally. This was like a little intarsia project. Each of these socks took me like 3.5, 4 hours to make. This one's a little bit bigger, like longer. And then in one video in this channel, I made these 5 pairs of socks. The Christmassy red, white, and green. The yellow one. This one's so cute. I love it. I wanted to do a little smiley face in the bottom, but I didn't. These purple ones, they fit me so well and have this cute little lacy bit. And then I have this one that is the Christmas one with the jacquard. The video that I made, the shorts, they got a good amount of views that I never really get, so that was fun. People really do like the jacquards. And then these ones that are very basic and very good and very comfortable. I made it with like bikini yarn, but they're kind of short. These are all my socks, so 7 pairs of socks in a year. After the cat sock and before all of the other ones, I made this. This was me trying to copy Prada. They have a few crocheted items that are very expensive, and I tried to copy theirs. It's not perfect. There's a lot of room for improvement if I wanted to properly dupe Prada, which is not really the business that I'm into, but it is what I did. This is a very nice bag. It's very lightweight. This is raffia. It's not actual raffia. It's like raffia imitation. But I think it's really nice for the beach, to go out. It's like a summery bag. So I'm almost done. I made some like beaded jewelry. So I made these like basic little bracelets, and then I made these rings that are like a little bow, and I like them, but there's room for improvement as well. They're not the best. And then I have this cute little bunny rings, and then I also have this one. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. This is so pretty. I was so proud of this one. I think this one looks so good. Little beaded jewelry for a change, for a little break on the fiber arts. But then we go right back, because I did a few things in succession. So I did this bandana, still from the Prada collection. I'm still like on the Prada charges way too much for crocheted items, so I want to make them. The Prada version is 795 American dollars. I made it in 5 hours. 6. Mine is cotton because my raffia was over, but theirs is raffia. And I also made a little bucket head for my friend Jessica. I posted a video about it like a couple of days ago. And then, so the Christmas dress gets bag treatment. It's not really allowed to go out of the bag. And I will be honest with you guys, I already made a mess and I need to leave in like an hour tops, because I have to drive like 2 hours to my friend's house. So I don't have really time to vacuum. I won't be taking it out of the bag, but this is my Christmas dress. I wanted to look like a Christmas tree, and I sure did. And I literally just made it a week ago. This is how it looks on. That's it. And it gets bag treatment because the way that I made it, it sheds. And then lastly, but not least, just posted the video right now, literally an hour ago. My little Happy New Year's top. I will ask you very kindly to disregard the bra straps. This was the final item of the year. I finished it last night on the 30th of December. It says Happy New Year and it's a jacquard, so it's like color work, and it has like champagne bottles, champagne glasses, like sparkly things, balloons, little like flags, celebration things, because it's a new year, new chances, new horizons, new things to be done, new mistakes to be had. I made this just to finish the year off with a little New Year something. I love New Year's, my favorite holiday. And yeah, this is it. I do think I made a considerable amount of things. Could have done more, could have done less. Always, my voice is cracking. Well, this was it. Let me know which one was your favorite item. For me, it was the Irish lace crochet jacket. It was just impressive for me that I made it. But also, I really like the green look, so like the skirt with the crochet top. And my least favorites, I think, the tailor dress, because I made it too long. My mom made a tailor dress as well, by the way, I forgot to say. And hers is shorter and nicer. Maybe she should be the one with the YouTube channel. Valentine's Day failed. This one was the worst. This deserves the trash treatment. But anyway, I have loads of, oh my god, I have no voice anymore. Well, I'm running out of voice, but I have a lot of ideas in my head of things that I would like to do in the following months, days, years, weeks, whatever. So consider subscribing and, you know, following along the journey of making clothing, making things. I want to get more into not just clothing, maybe accessories, maybe home decor. And yeah, I will be sharing my journey with you all if you would like to see it. And if not, that's fine. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the company. I hope you're having an amazing beginning of the year. And I hope this one is going to be good for all of us. Happy New Year. Have a lovely week. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon.